Hey everyone, thanks for jumping here back again. Today we're going to be talking about Chainlink and we're going to be doing a comparison of the yearly ROI alongside to the current momentum. We're going to look at the link to US dollar valuation as well as the link to BTC valuation. But before we do get into this one, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also make sure to join our Telegram group. Now, if I'm honest, Link has been a pain in the ass throughout the majority of this year. We rallied a bit in the beginning of it and reached a new all-time high at 54 US dollars before dropping 75%. And since then, Link hasn't really recovered. Yeah, we've seen a decent move to the upside right here after the massive drop, but nothing has really changed and we are currently still down more than 60% from our peak. Now Link has clearly one of the worst performances this year so far, with an ROI of 65% against the US dollar since the beginning of the year. And even Bitcoin, which is the safest bet, has managed to pull ahead on Link since it's up 76% from January, which makes us question, is Link even worth the stress? Is holding a coin that can't even beat Bitcoin really worth it? And if we look at other coins, it's honestly even more depressing for Link holders. We have VED doing 300%, ADA is up almost 600% despite everything happening, Ethereum is up 470%, and then you have coins like BNB, AVAX, and Elrond doing more than a 10x since January. And even if we go back to mid-2020, it doesn't change much. Link still has one of the worst performances so far, offering a smaller return than Bitcoin in the last year and a half. It's true that Link tends to perform really well against both the US dollar and Bitcoin when we are in a bear market and when things aren't looking great for Bitcoin. That's what happened in the past, and I can't deny that. Link tends to rally when Bitcoin is suffering, but till now we don't have that. Now, if we go back to our previous chart and pull up the KDJ and the RSI, we can see that we still have a downward pressure on the weekly that has been here for about 4 weeks or so. Now, of course, this can change at any time in the upcoming few weeks, but we still don't have any early signs of that. What we need here is a reversal. We need the black line to go up, and we need the orange line to cross with the blue line, go above it and start a race on the weekly. We basically need something like here. This right here, for example, or here. And as you can see, whenever this happens, we get a decent pump and a move to the upside. And the last time this happened, Link went from 21 to 38 US dollars. So again, I'm not saying that we are gonna go up tomorrow, but I'm saying that we need a reversal in order for us to go up. And I can't deny the fact that Link has a good entry point now. Sure, the price can still drop another 5 or 10%, but the risk is way too low in comparison to other altcoins like Solana, for example, AVAX, Luna, BNB, and so on. Same thing with the RSI. We are coming at a very critical point. We are coming into this region that we usually like to bounce back up from. So we'll see what happens. If Link manages to hold right here, then things will be great and history will repeat itself and will probably pump. However, if we go below this region and below this area, then I'm afraid that the bleeding against both the US dollar and Bitcoin will continue. Now, we surely can't talk about Link without talking about the link to Bitcoin valuation, because when investing into altcoins, the general idea is that you want them to outperform the safest bet, which is Bitcoin. And if they can't manage to do so, then there is no need to hold them and there is no need to expose ourselves to the risk. Now, historically speaking, Link tends to outperform Bitcoin in January of each year. We've had it here back in 2018. Link went up 900% against Bitcoin, which is a 10x. Same thing in the January of 2019, a move of 170% for Link against Bitcoin. Another 135% move to the upside for Link against BTC in January of last year. And similar to the last 3 years, Link has followed with the exact same path and did a 126% move to the upside this year against Bitcoin. And again, this is linked to BTC, linked to Bitcoin valuation, not linked to USD. A 126% move against Bitcoin is impressive because if you have, let's say, theoretically speaking, one Bitcoin, for example, that you switched back here into Link, you would have ended up with more than 2 Bitcoins in basically a month. So your investments didn't only outperform the US dollar, but also Bitcoin. Now we are getting close to January. I would honestly expect something similar like this, but this is just me. I would expect Link to have at least a 60% move to the upside against Bitcoin, but we'll see. So to conclude, Link has still a downward pressure coming in on the weekly, willing to push prices further down for the time being. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on the KDJ. I do expect Link to do well in Q1 of 2022 based on what we have seen before, because after all, what we do in the space is develop and create indicators study momentums based on what happened in the history. And if history repeats itself, then Link will definitely perform well in the beginning of Q1 of next year, in the beginning of Q1 of 2022. So this was about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave the video a thumbs up, and join our Telegram. I'll leave a link in the comments, and peace.